The first card you have your past is the Queen of Cups. Yes, this is about protection. I'm seeing protection here. I'm really feeling this sense of you just want to protect someone. I'm really feeling this. I'm not seeing this person. I'm not seeing this person you want to protect is actually or was with you at this time. They weren't around you, but they were in a way. It's like they weren't quite with you, but they were. This doesn't make sense, but you did want to protect someone. I hope this makes sense to you. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing they were with you, but then they weren't as well. I don't know. That doesn't make much sense. I hope it does to you. I don't know. But you know, they might not be with you now actually, but you wanted to, or they might not have been with you at the time, but you wanted to protect this person. And I'm seeing you wanted to protect them emotionally from emotional hurt. I hope this makes sense. You wanted to protect them from any emotional hurt that they might experience in the future. I'm seeing you were hurt by someone, and you don't want this other person to experience this hurt that you experienced yourself. And I'm also seeing that, you know, you're gaining a lot of experience at this time in something, and also wisdom. You're getting emotional experience, a lot of wisdom. And what I mean by emotional experiences, you're gaining a lot emotionally. You're learning a lot about yourself. I'm sorry. Emotional, psychological. You're getting a lot stronger and a lot wiser in those ways. I hope that makes sense. And you're gaining practical knowledge as well. I'm seeing all of this knowledge is somehow attached to this person who you're trying to protect in some way. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm seeing them all tied in together. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have your past is the Eight of Wands. Okay, I'm feeling some frustration. There's some frustration with this card. Usually this card is about quick communication and things happening quickly and all these kind of things. But I'm feeling frustration with this card. And I'm seeing that, excuse me again. I'm sorry, I know people tell me to have a glass of water. I'm sorry. You wanted to communicate with someone. That's what I'm seeing. You were desperate to actually communicate with someone. Or you wanted them to communicate with you, or something like that. And there's someone who you felt, or you still feel actually, owes you at least a conversation, probably more than a conversation, but they owe you at least this conversation, and that's how you're feeling at this time. You're really, really frustrated by this person. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I hope that's better. Yes, this person was really frustrating you because you really, really wanted to communicate with them. And, you know, it really meant a lot to you to be able to talk to this person. I'm seeing you wanting to get your point across. You wanted to get your point across to them, but you just couldn't. It's like, I'm seeing, you know, one of those dreams you have or a nightmare really, where you want to open your mouth to speak, but nothing comes out. It's like that. That's how you're feeling. You wanted to open your mouth. You wanted to say something to this person, and you couldn't. You just couldn't speak to them. I'm just really feeling this frustration, and it is like a nightmare. That's how it felt to you, like a nightmare. You desperately wanted to talk to this person. I'm feeling this really strongly now, and you know, they just wouldn't communicate with you. I'm seeing they're a coward actually. That sounds really harsh, but that's what I'm seeing. They're afraid of you, or they're afraid of something you had to tell them, or they're afraid of facing up to something. That's what I'm seeing. Yes, they could be afraid of speaking to you. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your past is the Empress. So again, I'm just seeing this nurturing. I'm seeing this protectiveness and this caring coming through. That's what the Empress is. She's a beautiful female. She's there. She's kind of nurturing, loving. You know, she's surrounded by all these amazing things. Pregnancy even. Abundance, all these kind of things come out with the Empress. But yes, you're nurturing, your protectiveness, you're feeling this protectiveness towards someone. You also had people around you at this time who were feeling protective of you, I'm seeing. And you were feeling some sort of stress around your home a while ago. But at this time, it was in your more distant past you had a lot of stress around your home. But at this time, I'm seeing that that's settled down now. And I'm glad this has settled down at this time. This is really, really good timing, because you knew you had a lot coming up. You had a lot of responsibility, plus you had a lot of happy times ahead of you, but they needed a lot of work. I hope that makes sense. I'm seeing happiness but work at the same time coming up in your future. And you knew you had this coming up, so it was important that you had this home life settled and you were settled in. And you needed to feel that security and feeling settled at this time. That's what I'm seeing. The first card you have your present is the Seven of Cups. Yes, this is a really tricky card. This is always really tricky. This is about this person I'm seeing you're trying to communicate with, or you're hoping to communicate with this person. Something doesn't add up with this person, or something they've said to you in the past hasn't added up. There's some trickery around this person. There's some not quite being honest with this person. And they've always been a bit like this. I hope this is making sense, but I'm seeing that they used to actually disappear sometimes. What I'm seeing is this is going to sound really strange. If you look at these cups in this card, I'm not sure if you can see them, they're a bit far away. There are all these little cups. And what I think of when I see this, the Seven of Cups, with this, especially now I'm seeing this tricky person, there's a little magic trick. I don't know if you know, there's a little children's magic trick. And there are these little plastic cups, usually they're red, bright red plastic cups, and there's a little ball, and they kind of put them on top of the ball, and you have to move them around, and you have to work out which one the ball's behind. It's like a trick. And then there's a little separate section in one of them, and it's actually inside that section. I don't know if that makes sense. That's what I'm seeing. Little kids used to have this trick. And that's what this person used to do to you. They used to have this little ball in the cups, and they used to move them around. Which one is it behind? Is it there? No. Is it there? No. And they were tricking you, and you didn't know where you were with this person. That's what I'm seeing with the Seven of Cups. They were tricking you. You didn't know where you were. They weren't being honest with you. They weren't facing up to what they should have been. That's what I'm seeing. And there's still something you'd really like to say to this person, but you're not able to say this to this person. But they're a very tricky person. They always have been. They've always been a little bit dishonest, and they've always been running away from things they've had to do, and very tricky with it, making you believe one thing and they're doing another thing, hiding the things and tricking you, all that kind of trickery going on. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have, your present, is the King of Wands. So yes, you are frustrated. You're even upset with this person. I can see why. But you do have a lot of up and down emotional energy going on. So you're going to be frustrated with them sometime, and then not so frustrated at other times. But you were frustrated at this time. And this person you want to communicate has a past with you. That's what I'm seeing. You have had some communication with this person in your more distant past. Not the type of communication you want or deserve. You deserve better communication from this person, and you know you deserve this. But I'm also seeing that you're also a very strong person on your own, and you've had to cope on your own because you weren't able to rely on this tricky, all over the place person hiding things from you. You have to do something. You have to do this thing on your own. You have to do a lot on your own, actually. And you can do this. You know you can do this. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have your present is the Five of Pentacles. So yes, you're feeling up and down emotionally, down at this time. Yeah, this up and down. I'm feeling a lot of up and down with your feelings at this time. And, you know, sometimes you feel strong, sometimes you feel very left out from the communication with this person, and really wanting this person to let you in so that you can communicate with them. And I'm seeing that you also want to show them something. There's something you want to show them. It's like you want to say, I want to show you something. Come and look at this. And they're not coming. And I can see that at this time you feel like there's a glass between you, a window between you, and you're tapping on the window and you can't get in. If you look at this card, there's a stained glass window. You're left out. It's really horrible. You feel horrible where you are. You want to get into the other side, and you're knocking on the window saying, please let me in. And they're not communicating with you. It's very frustrating. That's what I'm seeing. Yes, you can't get through. You can't get through to this person. The first card you have for your future is the Four of Swords. Again, I'm seeing the same thing. Here you are lying down. I'm seeing a couple of things actually in this card. One is you're up and down in your energy as well. Sometimes you have a lot of energy. Sometimes you don't have much energy. At this time, obviously, this man's lying down. You don't have a lot of energy at this time. You feel very, very tired at this time. And you're also... I'm also seeing, if you look in this card as well, it's the same with the Five of Pentacles, the same thing. There's a stained glass window. You're on the outside of the stained glass window. It looks miserable where you are in this card as well. You're lying down. It's all stone around you. There's a big tomb. It's not very nice. There's swords poking in your face. You're looking at the stained glass window, and you're wanting to get through, and this person's at the other side. You're tapping on the window and you're trying to communicate with them, and they're not letting you in. They're not letting you in. And you're still really frustrated by this person, and you really want to communicate with them. I keep seeing this all the time. All the way through this reading, I'm seeing this person who's not communicating with you. This person's afraid of you. This person doesn't want to face up to things. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have for your future is Strength. Okay, sometimes this card's scary. Sometimes this card is beautiful. This is where I'm seeing this is a beautiful card. It's beautiful because I'm seeing a strong woman around you. There's a strong woman around you. She's physically around you at this time. She is physically around you. She's going to be at this time in your future. And she's spiritually around you as well. She always will be around you spiritually. There's an infinity above this woman's head. She'll be with you forever. In this life and in the next life, she will be with you all the time. You're connected to her. You have a strong connection with this woman. And you're connected by name as well. So she's probably a relative. You have some sort of name connection. Might not be a surname, but there's some name connection with this woman. And she's giving you a lot of support. She's your strength. This woman is your strength. Especially, she's giving you support, moral support, emotional support, practical support. And yeah, she's going to be your main support when this event comes up as well. She's there for you. That's what I'm seeing. She's very strong. And you need this person in your life at this time. That's what I'm seeing. But she's there. She's your rock. The last card you have for your future is the High Priestess. So yes, I'm seeing some conflict going on with this High Priestess. If you look at this High Priestess, it's about balance. One's going on one side, one's going on the other side, opposites on each side of this High Priestess. So you've got, on one side you'll have your emotions, and on the other side you'll have your instincts. So your emotions are going to be telling you, oh, I really, really desperately need to speak to this person. I need to communicate with this person. Your instincts are going to be telling you, no, don't do that. There's no point. At this time, if this resonates with you, I'm seeing that you should follow your instincts definitely at this time. Don't follow your emotions at this time. Follow your instincts. Your emotions are going to be up and down. They're not going to be as reliable for you at this time. Your instincts are going to be more reliable for you. Deep down, you know that you should just let this person go. This person is tricky. Even if they speak to you, they're not going to give you the answer you want. They're not going to give you a straightforward answer. They might even lie. They might run away. Excuse me again. I'm really sorry about my throat. And they might do all sorts of things. They're not the best person for you. You know that. You don't need this person. You have great things in your future. You have a lot to look forward to. You don't want this person stressing you out in your future. Just let them go. Please try and do that. I know it's hard. Let them go. Just let this person go.